Ever dread picking up a call from a certain friend, or feel smaller after a family member's advice? You're not alone. Many of us have relationships that quietly drain our energy and confidence, even without obvious conflict. These people act as unseen anchors, weighing us down and making us question ourselves. Today we'll uncover 5 types of people who silently sap your energy and hold you back. Recognizing them is the first step toward protecting your peace and reclaiming your vitality. Let's explore these types together, with clarity, not judgment. First up is the constant critic. This is the person who finds fault in everything you do, disguising their judgment as helpful feedback. But their comments like, "Are you sure you want to wear that?" or the classic, "That's nice, but," feel more like subtle put-downs that minimize your wins and poke holes in your ideas. Each remark plants a seed of doubt, making you second-guess your choices until your confidence slowly erodes. The most insidious danger is that their voice becomes your own inner critic, causing you to fear judgment, avoid risks, and chase their impossible standards. The goal isn't to blame them, but to recognize their impact. You can reclaim your power by building internal validation. Trust your own judgment, celebrate your victories, and remember that their opinion is just that, an opinion, not the absolute truth. You deserve relationships that uplift you, not ones that force you to shrink. Next, we encounter the perpetual victim. These individuals often navigate life through a lens of constant misfortune. Their life is a series of misfortunes, a relentless stream of setbacks and disappointments as they perceive it. It's always someone else's fault, never their own. They deflect responsibility, finding external reasons for their problems. You listen, offer advice, pouring your energy into trying to help them see a different perspective. But nothing changes. The cycle continues, and the same issues resurface time and again. They're stuck in a loop of blame and despair, endlessly reliving their perceived victimhood. Supporting loved ones is important, and offering a shoulder to lean on is a natural human instinct. But with the perpetual victim, your empathy becomes a bottomless pit, constantly demanding more without ever being filled. You leave conversations feeling emotionally drained, depleted of energy, and struggling to maintain your own equilibrium, as if your positivity is being siphoned away, leaving you feeling less optimistic and more burdened. They may even make you feel guilty for not doing enough, subtly manipulating your emotions to keep you engaged in their drama, trapping you in a cycle of obligation, where you feel compelled to constantly offer support, regardless of the cost to yourself. The real cost? What is the true price you pay for constantly engaging with this negativity? Their negativity starts to dim your own outlook and joy, casting a shadow over your own happiness and well-being. It's vital to distinguish between someone facing real hardship, experiencing genuine challenges and needing support, and someone who's adopted victimhood as an identity, using it as a way to define themselves and interact with the world. Set boundaries, clear and firm limits on your emotional involvement. Limit your emotional investment, protecting your own well-being from the constant drain of their negativity. And recognize you're not responsible for their happiness. Their journey is their own, and you cannot fix them. You can care without being consumed. Offer support from a distance without allowing their negativity to engulf you. Sometimes the kindest thing, both for yourself and for them, is to gently disengage from their narrative, creating space for both of you to heal and grow. Protect your energy, safeguarding your emotional and mental well-being from the constant negativity. By focusing on your own growth and joy, nurturing your own happiness and pursuing your own goals. Remember, you can't rescue someone who refuses to swim. They must be willing to help themselves first. Now let's talk about the energy vampire. They may not be overtly negative, but after spending time with them, you feel exhausted and unfocused. They dominate conversations, making everything about themselves, leaving you as little more than an audience. You give your attention and empathy, but get little in return. Sometimes they're unaware of their impact, but the result is the same. Your energy is drained. You might notice you dread seeing them or need solitude to recover after. Energy vampires often thrive on drama or emotional intensity, which can be overwhelming for those who crave peace. Pay attention to how you feel before, during, and after interactions. Protect yourself by limiting time together, setting boundaries, and not feeling obligated to be their constant source of validation. Your energy is precious. Preserve it for what truly matters. You have the right to step back and recharge. Choose interactions that leave you feeling energized, not depleted. Enter the manipulator, the master of subtle control. They operate in the shadows, often unseen, yet their influence can be profound. They use guilt, twist your words, turning your own statements against you, and make you feel responsible for their emotions, as if their happiness is solely your burden to bear. You might start doubting your own memory or sanity, questioning what you know to be true, always feeling like you're the problem, constantly apologizing even when you've done nothing wrong. Their tactics, guilt trips designed to make you feel obligated, gaslighting, distorting your perception of reality, emotional blackmail, threatening to withdraw affection or support, keep you walking on eggshells, constantly afraid of triggering their displeasure. They may shower you with praise when they want something, a tactic to lower your defenses, then withdraw it if you don't comply, leaving you feeling confused and rejected. The result? You're constantly anxious, living in a state of heightened alert, analyzing every interaction, searching for hidden meanings and potential missteps, and your energy is spent managing their moods, leaving you depleted and emotionally exhausted. Recognize the signs: confusion, a persistent feeling of being off balance, guilt, an overwhelming sense of responsibility for their feelings, and a sense that your needs are always secondary, constantly sacrificing your own well-being for theirs. Trust your gut. If you feel manipulated, you probably are. Your intuition is a powerful tool. Reclaim your emotional autonomy by setting firm boundaries, clearly defining what you will and will not tolerate, and refusing to take responsibility for their feelings. Their emotions are their responsibility, not yours. Say no without guilt, prioritizing your own needs and well-being. Trust your perceptions, even when they try to convince you otherwise, and remember, their happiness is not your job. You are not responsible for their emotional state. Breaking free can be tough, especially if they're close, and the manipulation is deeply ingrained, but it's essential for your well-being. Your mental and emotional health are paramount. Understanding their tactics is the first step to regaining your power. Knowledge is your greatest defense. You deserve relationships built on respect, not control. Seek out connections that uplift and empower you. Finally, let's talk about the gossip. They thrive on sharing rumors and other people's secrets, often under the guise of concern. Their conversations focus on flaws and misfortunes, pulling you into a cycle of negativity. Even just listening can leave you feeling unsettled and lower your own vibration. Being around a gossip erodes trust. You wonder what they say about you when you're not there. This undermines genuine connection and can make you complicit in negativity. Gossip bonds are shallow and leave you feeling empty. Notice if their talk is mostly about others' drama or mistakes. Protect your energy by changing the subject or refusing to participate. Set clear boundaries. I prefer to focus on positive topics. True connection is built on respect, not tearing others down. Disengage from gossip to preserve your peace and integrity. Choose conversations that uplift, not ones that drain. We've met the critic, the victim, the energy vampire, the manipulator, and the gossip. But remember, their behavior is about them, not you. Recognizing these patterns frees you from taking their actions personally. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. Curate your inner circle with intention. Choose relationships that uplift and inspire. You have the right to peace, joy, and authentic connection. If this video resonated with you, give it a like. It helps more people discover these insights. Share it with someone who could use a thoughtful reminder. And if you're into self-empowerment and healthy relationships, be sure to subscribe for more. Watch the video popping up now, or explore the channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching.